All right, man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. My Pittsburgh Steelers faced off against the Cincinnati Bengals for the second time this season. We lost to them a couple weeks ago. Jamar Chase had a field day, man. He had like 16 catches. It was definitely over 10 catches, and he sliced the defense, man. And this was a very must win for both teams. Like both teams needed this win desperately. Cincinnati needed it, to not get too far behind in the division. Pittsburgh needed it to stay on top in the division because Baltimore is heating up since they got Lamar Jackson back. Plus, Pittsburgh, every time we win a game, we lose a game we don't need to. So, a lot of storylines in this game. And this game had a lot of storylines afterwards because a lot happened. It was a lot to unpack. All right, let's start off with the obvious news. My Steelers, we got the victory 34-12. However, we took a lot of hits, man. Aaron Rodgers got hurt. He ended the game in the first half. In the second quarter, something happened in the last 2 minutes, and somebody fell on him, and then he was grabbing his wrist, and it didn't look good. Like, we even had to call a timeout prior to one of the last plays, and we just knew like he couldn't go. He got hurt with a wrist injury. Mason Rudolph came in and finished the job. It's good to have, in the NFL, you got to have a solid number 2 backup quarterback. That's a must because you never know. Ask the Patriots. They end up having the greatest quarterback as their second string. Mason Rudolph ended the game 12 of 16, 127 yards, 1 touchdown, no turnovers. Aaron Rodgers was on pace to have probably a 2 touchdown game. He was 9 of 15, 116 yards, 1 touchdown because he got it to Kenneth Gainwell. We're going to get to Kenneth in a minute. We lost Jalen Ramsey in this game due to unsportsmanlike conduct. He kept getting into it with Jamar Chase. You know how them wide receiver DB rivals go. Jamar got in his head. And I knew once they got that first flag, I knew it was going to happen again. And it happened immediately afterwards. He pushed him in the face with the helmet. And he got took out the game. And also, we lost Jalen Warren, our starting running back. I don't really know what happened with him. But he walked off, the field, so that's good. He ended the game 10 carries, 62 yards. He was averaging 6 yards a carry. Man. Now, players that really impacted this game, that contributed to victory was definitely Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell is having an amazing season as a Steeler. I don't think he was that involved in Philadelphia's offense when they won their Super Bowl last year, but he's contributing a lot as a dual threat. Whenever his number's called, whether that's catching the ball or running the ball, he is delivering and earning his salary. I definitely see us re-signing him. 9 carries, 24 yards on rushing, receiving. He was the leading receiver for the Steelers, had 2 touchdowns, 7 receptions, 81 yards, averaging 12 yards a catch, man. Darnell Washington, 4 receptions, 67 yards. The biggest in the league, man. He was trucking. Man, it was one play, man. He went through like 3 Cincinnati defenders, stiff arm, trucking them, you know what I'm saying, and just outright just going right through him, man. Man, he's such a specimen, man. DK Metcalf, 5 receptions, 49 yards. Pat Fremer, he only had 1 catch. I thought he was going to have a bigger game, but, it was still a huge catch. It was 19 yards. Kyle Duggar, he got an interception in the game that was pivotal. He laid some big hits. Who else, man? Defensively, I know TJ Watts, man. He got a horrible roughing the passer or something, because he had sacked Joe Flacco, and that actually gave them a good drive to get a field goal because of that. But man, it was a total team effort, man, in this game. We limited Jamar Chase before Jalen Ramsey got ejected. Chase only had like 1 catch, but he ended up ending the game with 3 receptions for 30 yards, T. Higgins got a touchdown, 3 receptions for 63 yards. Joe Flacco, he was having some trouble with his shoulder, and it showed in this game. He was 23 of 40, 1 yard shy of 200 passing yards. Even ratio, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Chase Brown's having a great season. He was 1 yard shy of 100 yards. He had 18 carries and he was averaging 6 yards a carry. And also caught 6 receptions for 28 yards. So he had 100 some yards all purpose. Miles Murphy for them got a sack. Who else? It was somebody for the Bengals. BJ Hill. He was out there. Well, he didn't do much, but I think he was creating pressure at some points. But the Bengals were without, their starting defensive ends as well. Both of them. But it was a big game, man. A big victory for the Steelers Nation. Also, I'm leaving now. Cincinnati Bengals, when they got their first touchdown with T. Higgins in their first quarter, they ended up going for a 2-point conversion because we caught a flag and they were being aggressive, which I don't blame them, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion, and I believe that swayed the momentum as well. And after that, they never got another touchdown. It was nothing but field goals, and they didn't even score in the second quarter. But we were more consistent offensively. Aaron Rodgers was throwing the ball very quick, getting the ball out, and that was his strategy. But I don't know. Mason Rudolph, they looked at more fluid with Mason Rudolph for some reason in the second half. I don't know. It just looked like that's how Aaron Rodgers is supposed to move. So who knows, man? It's going to be interesting to see what the injury report and the status of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's 41, so those injuries, man, when you get up in age, man, it's harder to recover. But I mean, I'm sure he does take great care of his body. I mean, he has to even be playing as well. So we'll see what happens. But Steelers, we needed this victory, and I'm so glad that we got it because now we got a lot of separation with the Bengals. And I knew when we lost that first time, we was going to get them back. But now we got to worry about Baltimore in the division because Lamar Jackson's back. But y'all drop a comment and give me your thoughts, man, on this game if you watched it and what was your thoughts, man. Once again, Steelers defeat the Bengals 34-12. Their record now is 6-4. Bengals dropped to 3-7. If you made this far to the video, I want to say thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the God Level Genius YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Make sure you repost this video. I am James Vergato, and as always, be God level. The genius is in you. God level genius.